and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Being chased out left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you've got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw here. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A gain of 32 that time. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
They go play action here on first down. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 17 yards to pick up there.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Shift together here from the D-line. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with third and just a yard. They're going to look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Back to throw. Rolling to his left. And hit behind the line. He lost the football It's loose. And the Patriots have it. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved. And that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Going to give this time to the tailback. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way.
They'll look to throw. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just...
And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Jets. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Down, he'll drop to throw. That one complete to Anderson. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll set up to throw. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. On play action, they'll throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. They'll hand it off now. Hill. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He gets it to Cooks. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Price. A gain of 6 there on first.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Price. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Well, now they'll try the end around. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. They'll set up a throw. And that's complete to Cooks. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. New York set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Now let's go.
They'll drop the throw. And he comes back with one complete. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Throw now on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And that's a big collision. He's knocked backward as they will mark him down. A good pickup there, a 22.
Now let's go. Detroit. Detroit.
Back to throw here. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
2nd down now after the incompletion.
Hurry up, here we go.
Looking to throw. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll run it now out of the gun. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Again, here's P-Ryan. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. Now a carry for P-Ryan. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. And Lutz puts this one through. Meanwhile, down in Philly, and an impressive display by the Eagles. They continue to pour it on, scoring again. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
Brandon Cooks, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Brandon Cooks, 78 yards, and the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here we go.
Now back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And running with power here. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll look to throw here. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Second and goal to go now. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Now the Patriots offense, they worked their way back out onto the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
He's going to run, looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Set! Blue landed! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Anderson. That one goes for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Jets on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They're going to look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Meanwhile, down in Philly. And an impressive display by the Eagles. They continue to pour it on, scoring again. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Let's go. Green.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it second down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Back to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Back now here on EA Sports. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. And that big fourth quarter return, Charles, makes this a one-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had the big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for 2? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They'll run it here with P-Ryan. Second down following the run. They'll run again with P-Ryan. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Jets on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They'll set up to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Here's P-Ryan. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. He'll look to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Here we go. Green 39. Watching that body.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead is now 2. timeouts now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard around the 37. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He gets it to Cooks. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw is incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
On the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th quarter in Philadelphia. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far.
Check. Patriot. Patriot. Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Here we go now.
Now Pirine. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. In the red zone this time. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not.